to rewire the entire house for a final cost of €42,000.
It's very hard to imagine what the old house looked like. You know, it was dark, it was a miserable place to be, you know, but it's totally changed, and the kitchen is class. Like that thing Dermot did, that little wedge, like it really opens up this part of the house. It's a nice gaff.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, you've been living here a couple of days, what do you think?
Yeah, delighted, absolutely delighted.
Yeah?
It's really, really nice. It's hard to believe this is the same room as it used to be, isn't it? It's much more spacious. There's no comparison between the old house and the new house. In fact, we call the old house as if it's a different house, when in fact it's the same house. But it just feels completely different.
The dining space now.
Yeah, it's great.
And then you've got your storage here.
Yeah, the storage is great. Look at that, Padraig has so much for his 85,000 Hurleys, which is great. And the baggage spuds.
The baggage spuds. This is very classy, isn't it?
It's class, you were so right about that, because it's just really bright.
What I like about the wedge is you've got a normal worktop here,
yeah,
but you've got a much wider one here.
Yeah.
So when you've got the kettle and the toaster and all that plugged in, you've still loads of space
yeah,
here.
yeah. I was cooking here the other day, and yeah, you wouldn't notice it. Like,
Yeah, just that extra bit of depth.
Yeah, no, it's great. What we had intended of doing would have been nothing as nice as this at all. Like, this is really successful, what Dermot's done with all the light and everything.
What do you think of the little green colour?
Fab. Because actually, when I came in first, I was like, what's the story with the pillar? Why is it green? But it's actually lovely. It's just really soft on the eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would never in a million years have thought of doing that, and it looks great.
You can't just paint a wall for no reason.
Right, yeah,
But that is a supporting column right in the middle, so it's an element.
I shouldn't really be taking the mick out of poor Dermot with the camera. But I was going to go, because you're talking about the element, it's an element, as if that meant something.
So you can paint an element. So that's why it works well.
It doesn't mean anything that something is an element. What the hell's an element?
So, is it what you expected?
It is, and much more, I think.
Really?
Yeah, like I could never imagine actually just, you know, this room turning out the way it turned out. I'm very interested to see what my mother's reaction, you know, because I don't think they thought very highly of our house in Donneycarney before.
Oh! Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's lovely.
Whoa, it's so different.
It's a completely different house. Beautiful. Very impressive.
I think it's a magnificent job. It really transformed the place. Unbelievable.
Absolutely fantastic. I never, ever would have believed it could be like this. It's unbelievable. It's a house now that you dream to live in.
Dermot was very much hands-on. He was given a free rein within the house, and it turned out magnificent.
I'm really delighted with the end result. I'm more delighted that Paudie and Martina like it, and they just seem smitten by the whole place. I love these old ex-corporation houses, and it's just nice to be able to turn it into something really special, because it's breathing new life into it, and it's not ignoring them, letting them go to rack and ruin.
We bought it knowing that it wasn't great, but we didn't think it would turn out this good when it was done.
That is my job as an architect, to help people to do things that they wouldn't normally do, just to push the boundaries a small bit. When I arrived here first, there was, we bought the house at the top of the market, this is an investment, we're selling it on. All the talk was about this as property, and now I look at them and it's a home. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Ed.
Like, I really think this is one of the nicest houses I've ever been in, and we own it.
Next time, Dermot takes on an entire family from Timahoe.
I'd love you to go for something like this.
Oh God, no. I couldn't. They spoke one time about doing a brick feature there. Would you go for that?
No.
Traditional versus contemporary, round one.
He is probably pushing his taste on me.
I think she's kind of now reaching the limit of her comfort zone. Well, see, this is all going to be white.
It is. Now you tell me.
For more information on this programme and tips from Dermot on how you can find room to improve, go to www.rte.ie/TV/room to improve.
We're really pleased with the progress. I think it's going to be really just like living in a different house.
What I love about Paudie and Martina's house is that it's such a simple, classic design. They were modern houses of their day. This is a photograph of a street in Drumcondra, and it's exactly the same type of house as Paudie and Martina's. It's just amazing to see how they were originally, because all the embellishments have been taken off and all the kind of individualisation of each house is gone. And there's a lovely, beautiful simplicity. They're very honest of their time. This here is the very first house